Hello and welcome once again to another edition of True Vision Radio. I am your host, Awesome Al, along with my co-host, Hooch.
What's the business, Montgomery, Alabama, and around the world? Can you dig it? Can you?
Yeah, what's the business, Montgomery, Alabama, and around the world? We are back again.
I'm controlling the coffee this time around.
I hope you are. We don't want to have a mistake like we had last time.
That wasn't a mistake. What are you saying?
Man, what did you have in that coffee for real?
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up when you come on in. It's True Vision Radio.
I like that. I like it when you do that to avoid my question.
I'm not avoiding, but you got to make sure people hit the thumbs up when they come on in. It's growing. This is Dump Trump Part 2.
Yes, this is Dump Trump
Beat
Part 2. Beat it. Last week we had Hit the Road Jack Dump Truck Part 1, but this week we're going to talk about Beat It. The man got to go by all means necessary.
Got to go. Get the hell on.
And we got to vote like our life depended on it, because in retrospect, it does. Our lives do depend on this, man. With this virus going around, which I'll get into later on when we get into in the news. But man, yeah, it does depend on it. So vote. And you could go to whenweallvote.org or vote411.org. We got 67 days. Count them down, Hooch. 67 days.
67. And then don't forget, once again, to hit that cash out. We'd like to thank Mr. Henry Campbell for your donation. That's $ capital TREWBUCKS. And I got it right this time, not influenced by the coffee.
Yeah, you got it right.
And don't forget to email us. That's right.
Email us at truevisionradio@gmail.com. That's TREWVIZON radio. RADIO @gmail.com. Send us your comments, your questions, your whatever you got to send to us. Send us some money through the email if you want to.
Yeah. We'll set up that PayPal too, but for right now, just hit that cash out.
Yeah, get that cash app going. TrueBucks.com. TREWBUCKS.
Don't forget our Twitter account.
Our Twitter at True Vision Radio. Is it True Vision or True Vision Radio?
True Vision.
At True Vision.
That's right.
TREWVIZON.
We're working on Facebook.
That's our Twitter account.
That's our Twitter account. Working on Facebook and Instagram.
We're working on Facebook. We're working on Facebook and Instagram. And because, hey, we are here. And we hope to be here for a long time to come with True Vision Radio.
Matter of fact, tomorrow is Michael Jackson's birthday, I believe.
Yes, it is. Michael, if he was alive, Michael would have been...
my blueprint. Yeah, I love Michael.
61 years old.
Wow. Okay,
Michael would have been a senior citizen.
Let's move on. I'm about to get emotional.
Oh, yeah, I know how big a fan you were, Michael.
It's okay.
But, you know. But he's doing the moonwalk somewhere.
I told you I saw him in Walmart last week.
Yeah, that's what you said. He said you saw him in Walmart. What did we get into Walmart again?
Some vegetables.
Yeah. Vegetables?
Yeah, carrot juice and asparagus.
And what did he say to you?
Hey, Hooch, how you doing? Hey, what up, MJ?
Whatever.
So you like Jack and Coke like me, huh?
Oh, man. Yeah, tomorrow is Michael Jackson's birthday. And speaking of, well, I'll get to that in the news later on, too, but today they're having a march on Washington organized by Al Sharpton.
Really? Haven't seen him since the perm dried up.
Whatever.
Wow.
But Al and the gang is organizing a march on Washington. They're supposed to be doing it today, and I'll get into more details about that in the news segment. Yes, sir. But first, let me give a shout out to always the National Federation of the Blind and our leader, Miss Parmy Simonton. What's up, Miss Parmy?
What's up, Parmy?
Along with the rest of the gang. I was at the meeting this past Tuesday night. Which I was looking for you there.
I was looking for me too.
Well, looking for you there.
I was kind of afraid to show up.
I know you was. After that comment you made the last time. I know you were. I was afraid for me to show up.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to move around.
But we had a good meeting last Tuesday.
Did anyone mention me?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, we good to go.
We had a good meeting last Tuesday. We had 2 members to join, 2 new members.
Oh, we're shouting out some people, man.
Well, I'm not going to shout them out, but they were members brought in. One was brought in by Miss Webster, and another one was brought in by Miss Frida.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. So we had 2 members to join our chapter of the National Federation of the Blind. And if you want to join or you know someone that needs to join, contact nfbmontgomery.org. That's nfbmontgomery.org. Or give Miss Parmy a call. I'm sure she will appreciate it. Yes, give her a call.
I thought she wanted us to shout them out.
Well,
we'll wait for the donations. Get the cash out.
Yeah, we'll wait for that. Wait for that. But yeah, so contact Miss Parmy Simonton at nfbmontgomery.org. And if you want to find out more about the organization itself, go to nfb.org. That's the national website. And you'll find out more about NFB. We have 6 chapters here in the state of Alabama. I named them out before. I don't need to do it again.
You don't need to do it again, really?
No, I don't think we do.
But maybe somebody just tuning in for the first time, they don't know.
Okay, well, if so, we got chapters in Montgomery, Mobile, Birmingham, Huntsville,
dig it,
Talladega,
dig it,
and Tuscaloosa.
Dig it.
Those are our chapters. So if you're anywhere near those cities, you know what to do. You know what to do. That is get in touch with
Parmy?
Well,
Parmy.
If you are in Birmingham, you need to get in touch with Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson, yeah. Don't forget to hire H2O.
Yeah.
For your Christmas parties, all your sugar delights.
And if you're down in Mobile, I'm trying to think of her name, Tamika. I can't remember what Miss Tamika's last name is.
There are a lot of Tamikas in the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. But she's the president of the Mobile chapter down there. And I'm not for sure who's the president of the Huntsville, Tuscaloosa, and Talladega chapters. But hey, if you're in that area, it's easy to find out. So. But here in Montgomery, of course, is our leader, Miss Parmy Simonton. She's the president of the chapter here. Get in touch with her, and you'll find out more about NFB. NFB, we're changing what it means to be blind.
Oh, yeah. I want to give a shout-out to Brother Lush and Shelly Bell, along with myself, participating in the Ma'afa last week. It went global to Africa, I was told. So that was a good moment for us, and you can check that out on YouTube.
Man, I wish I could have been a part of that.
Yeah, it would have been nice, yeah.
Because I remember back in 2018 when I was a part of the Ma'afa celebration here in Montgomery, and we had it out there in that hot weather, man. It was crispy hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
It felt like Africa that day.
Yeah, man. Hotter than 4 midgets. And
Are you sure ain't nothing in that coffee again?
It was hot. We're going to let that alone. We're going to leave it alone.
But yeah, it felt like Africa that day. We were commemorating our African ancestors, and it felt like we were back there with them, I tell you.
Oh, it was most definitely hot. You could sweat standing up.
Oh, yeah, it was hot. It was hot. But I had a good time there that day because, as I told Brother Lush when he was on the show about 3-4 weeks ago, that I enjoyed the celebration of the Ma'afa. And I would like to be a part of it again when this pandemic is gone and we go back and have a big ceremony again. Because, hey, you learn a lot about who you are and where you are as a black person. So shout out to Brother Theodore Lush.
Dig it, Brother Lush.
Yeah, the Martha.
Rhythm Nation.
And Sister Shelly.
Yeah, Sister Shelly did her thing, I tell you. Awesome.
I think I heard the clip that you did.
Yeah.
You had.
Yeah. And shout out to Hooch, too.
Yeah, she can sing, too.
Yeah, she got a very spiritual. She has a nice talent.
Thank you, Sister Shelly.
Shelly. That's how I'm going to keep it right there.
But yeah, the Martha.
Everybody should participate in the Martha.
They should.
If you're black.
They should. When the Ma'afa celebrations are in your area, yeah, be a part of it. Be a part of it. And here in Montgomery, Alabama, we need more people to come out and find out about their history as a black person.
For shizzle.
Not a black American, but a black person.
That's right.
So, yeah. But, yep. Shout out to Brother Lush.
Yeah. What we got next?
Right now, we get into In the News with Awesome Al. Thank you there, Hooch. I appreciate that. In the news, of course, we always talk about our sister Corona.
Yeah, I hate that.
She's around all the time and don't look like she's going anywhere anytime soon. According to the CDC and the Alabama Department of Public Health, well, let's say to the CDC and the nation. In the nation, Hooch, we have still 5 million people infected with the coronavirus, and it's going up. It's coming down in some places slowly but surely, but it's still over 500 people, 5 million people, I'm sorry, over 5 million people who are infested. Or should I say infested or infected? Whichever one. But anyway, it's over 5 million people that's infected with this coronavirus. And the death toll is still at, oh, good God, 178,000 people. Over 178,000 people have died across the United States according to the CDC from the coronavirus. In the state of Alabama, we have infections of over 112,000 people. It's still hanging around that mark, but it's getting closer to the 1,300,000 mark now. So it's growing too, and the deaths are almost at 2,000. We're at 1,920 deaths in the state of Alabama, and let's hope that that doesn't grow anymore. I mean, really. Montgomery County, we just going to talk about the 3 largest counties in the state. Here in Montgomery County, the infections are at 7,551. That's how many are infected in Montgomery County.
How many again?
7,551. That's the last count as of yesterday.
A lot of folks.
The deaths in Montgomery County is 157. That's how many have died since the virus began back in March. That's how many have died from the coronavirus. Let's go to Jefferson County. Jefferson County infection rate is over 15,175. That's how many people are infected there in Jefferson County, the Birmingham area. And 286 people have died there in Jefferson County from the coronavirus. Then, last but not least, we go to the port city of Mobile, if you will. Mobile infections, we have 11,778. And the death toll is 247. That's how many people have died in Mobile County. So, be safe out there. Wash your hands.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Cover your.
Speaking of wearing the mask,
Some of you probably was already born with yours, right?
Whatever. Governor Kay Ivey has extended
Poison Ivy?
Yeah, Poison Ivy.
Someone.
Governor Kay Ivey has extended the mask ordinance law for the state of Alabama. She has extended it for 5 more weeks because it was supposed to expire today, but it has been extended until October 2nd. October 2nd. And that's extended because of the mask is working, believe it or not, here in the state of Alabama, according to the top medical doctor here in the state of Alabama. The mask ordinance is working. People are wearing the mask and the virus is decreasing some. So, you know, that's a good thing. So that's why Governor Ivey extended the mask ordinance law, because the numbers are going down as far as infections in the state of Alabama. So, hey, that's a good thing. Also in the news, let's talk about, since the last time we were on the air, Hooch, you know there's been 3 shootings of black people around the United States. Well, it happened basically in Wisconsin, in a place called Kenosha, if I'm pronouncing it right. Kenosha? Capiche? But anyway, in Wisconsin, the young gentleman, Jacob Blake, got shot 7 times in the back.
Wow, in front of his children. I heard about that.
Yeah, in front of his kids. He had 3 kids in the vehicle with him. I believe an 8, a 5, and a 3-year-old. Now, these kids have this image for the rest of their lives of their father getting shot in the back while he was trying to get into his vehicle.
He was breaking up a fight between 2 women, I heard.
Right, he was breaking up a fight between 2 ladies. Somebody called the police. Police came out, and they, I guess, attacked him, basically, because he was trying, I guess, get into his car to get away. Some say he had a weapon in the vehicle, but I don't know. I don't think he did.
It's still no excuse to shoot anyone who doesn't have a weapon pointing at you.
Right. He didn't have a weapon in his hand.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But you gonna shoot him in the back 7 times?
Even if he had it in his hand.
Yeah, it's still.
It's not pointing. Nothing's pointing at you.
Right. And if it was just a knife, I mean, you have nightsticks.
Yeah.
You got
tasers. Pepper spray.
You got pepper spray. You don't have to use a gun.
What they call it? Is it the flat jack or the billy club? They call it back in the day.
Nightstick, billy club, blackjack, well, whatever you want to call it. They have them. If he had a knife in his hand, all they had to do was take that nightstick and just hit his hand.
I think
he would have dropped that knife.
With four officers, right?
It was 2, I think. It was 2 that was there at the time. And 1, shot him in the back 7 times. The man is paralyzed now from the waist down. He's paralyzed. He can't move. He's a paraplegic now from the waist down. And they don't know, is it going to be permanent?
Wow.
Or is it temporary? His father was speaking, and he said he don't know if his son is paralyzed for life or what. But he's paralyzed now. But here's the kicker. He's paralyzed in a hospital bed, and you know they got handcuffs on him?
Are you serious?
I'm serious. That's what I heard. That's what I heard this morning on Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley morning show. This man is paralyzed, lying in a bed, but you gonna handcuff him to a bed? He can't go nowhere.
The system is really
effed up. He can't go nowhere. And why is he have handcuffs on anyway?
Must be more to the story, but it has to be more because it's ridiculous to
yeah.
handcuff anyone.
It's ridiculous to handcuff somebody to a bed where they can't move anyway. The man's paralyzed.
So what's going to happen to the officers? What's the situation?
Nothing haven't happened to him yet.
See, this is why I don't like.
Go ahead, Hooch. I'm sorry.
I don't like when we get together to kill ourselves, but this is where the fight should be at. We should attack those who attack our people. You know, the Italian mob. I said this to you before. Right.
They
are organized, and they would think twice.
They
would send out a strong message, you know. But I don't.
Now,
we already know what should happen to them.
Right.
But if it don't, I'm not saying anything. But I am saying this: we should send out a strong message to those officers.
We should.
By all means necessary.
Police
you can take it how you want to take it.
Police officers should be punished just like if you and I went out and shot somebody. If we went out and shot somebody, we'll be locked up for life. But the police officers do it. They don't even get a slap on the wrist.
I'm assuming these are white officers. Right?
Yes, they were. Of course they were. I mean,
I'm sorry. We should find them. We should get their address, and we should handle our business straight up.
Yeah.
Straight
Go
up.
down there and pay them a visit.
Most definitely.
For real.
7 shots. He should, and his brother should be taken care of for the rest of his life.
He should be,
and his children.
Yeah, they should be too. By the city of Kenosha, the state of Wisconsin, and the United States itself.
I think some NBA teams are protesting.
Yes, the playoffs were going on, but they have canceled playoffs.
Good for them.
The NBA has canceled playoffs. Also, the WNBA has also canceled their playoffs because you know that they say that they don't feel like playing basketball. So hey, I understand because this thing is going on. Doc Rivers, who is the coach of the Clippers, Doc Rivers, he said something that has stuck in my head ever since he said it. He said, for black Americans, why should we love America when America don't love us?
Never have.
Never have.
They benefit from us.
And this man was crying on TV. A coach, Doc Rivers. You remember Doc? He played, I think, with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's the coach of the L.A. Clippers.
You see, the children of Israel has always, which are black people, always been disrespected in some type of way regarding violence, stripped away of a religion, which is our culture. Just simply means the way people do things. We've been stripped of that as a nation of people, and y'all always trying to get our attention to go back to Him, so we could pull back and rebuild our own nation, have our own military, so we won't have to worry about things like that anymore.
And one more thing.
And I said that without even using profanity. So.
You did. I had to applaud you. Let me give you a hand.
You might want to put that on hold right now. The show's not over.
That's right. The show isn't over yet.
I'm trying because I was told, you're way too intelligent.
The show isn't over yet. One more thing in the news is the weather. Hurricane Laura hit the Louisiana, Texas coastline Wednesday night, bringing 150 miles an hour wind as a strong category 4 hurricane. Now, they haven't tallied up the cost of how much damage that Laura has done. Of course, Hurricane Katrina, which is the costliest hurricane ever with $1.8 billion damage, and almost 200 lives was lost along the coastline down there in Louisiana and Gulfport and Biloxi, Mississippi, New Orleans. But Hurricane Katrina really was a less powerful hurricane than Hurricane Laura. Hurricane Katrina was only, well, I say only, a Category 3 hurricane.
Katrina was something else.
What made Hurricane Katrina caused all of that damage was not the wind, it was the water. And when those levees broke in New Orleans, it flooded 80% of the city. 80% of New Orleans were underwater. People was on overpasses trying to escape the water, and it was a big mess down there back in 2005. As a matter of fact, the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina is tomorrow, on Michael Jackson's birthday.
Heal the world.
But tomorrow is the 15th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. It don't seem like it's been 15 years ago, but it has. It happened August 29th, 2005. So, and Laura came along on August the 26th, 2020. Pack of winds. Now Laura is a tropical depression over the state of Tennessee right now, I believe. So, and heading eastward to go back into the ocean. And they claim that Laura could probably regenerate, but I hope not. But there are two more tropical depressions in the Atlantic, and they could be headed this way. They could be not. It's too soon to tell right now. But if so, we'll be under the gun once again. So
maybe we should buy some boats. You think they have thought about that after Hurricane Katrina? Because that would be a smart thing to do. What do you think about that?
What? Get some boats along the Gulf Coast?
Well, just keep them at your home. Because, you know, I'm sure
if you live along the Gulf Coast, yeah.
A lot of lives would have been saved if they would have had their own, you know, like canoes or some type of boat, you know, for emergencies like that when you live around that much water, you know.
Right. Well, hey, that's a good suggestion.
Yeah, I'm always thinking.
You need to call up the governors of those states and tell them.
I don't want to get cussed out by somebody from Louisiana. They talk funny.
You need to call up the governor of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida.
I might do that.
Texas.
But you said there was 3 shootings, so there's 2 more, right?
Yeah, it was. It was 3 people got shot. It was 2 shootings really, and one was this guy, this young white guy, 17 years old, shot and killed 2 protesters. What? That was also, I believe, in Kenosha, Wisconsin as well. He had, I believe, an assault rifle, and he went into the crowd and he fired and killed 2 protesters.
Wow, that's terrible, man. We're going to have to start shooting back.
Yeah. And I was told that they were looking at him. I was told that the police officers were standing there and saw him.
Because most police officers are thugs with badges, bully with badges, and they probably glad he did it, you know, because they wanted to do it.
Probably so. But he's a 17-year-old white guy. Now he's in jail. How long he'll be there? Probably not long. But
so what did they do to him? Take him to Arby's or something? Give him a burger, rub his back?
Well, now that's what they did with that guy who up in, was it South Carolina or North Carolina, when he went in there and killed those people in the church.
Oh, yeah.
Those 9 people. They took him to Burger King and sat down and had a talk with him at Burger King before they took him off to jail. And now his trial is about to start there in the state of South Carolina. And he asking that he should be given bail and stuff.
Hell no. So you can go and shoot protesters and, you know, you can finish the job.
Yeah, and then one more thing also.
Another shooting, right?
Well, it wasn't exactly a shooting, but they still haven't gotten justice for Breonna Taylor shooting in Louisville, Kentucky. No one has been arrested. No one has been charged. No cops haven't been arrested or charged in the shooting of Miss Breonna Taylor. And that's a shame. The cops broke into this woman's house. Yes, broke into her house and killed her for no reason at all. Should they be punished? Yes, they should be punished to the full extent of the law. If you and I broke into her house and killed her, we would be punished.
Most definitely. I still, every warm-blooded American, especially Hebrews, which are black people, need to start to bear arms, because we got to get over this fear. You're gonna die anyway. Let's go out like kings and queens.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up in the news, Hooch. Thank you there. Thank you very much.
Dig it.
All right. Some hot topics there.
Very hot.
I mean, really.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Punch and be him. He would have been here today, but he was coughing a lot. So
yeah, he's coughing. He's coughing.
We don't want to be in a coffin. So we'll probably see him next month, maybe a couple of weeks.
He ain't got anything.
I hope you're doing well, buddy.
Yeah, I hope you are doing
From
well.
afar.
Hope you all doing well, Puncheroo. And
it would have been an exciting time. He's very funny. He's a great storyteller.
Yeah. He's a comedian, really.
Oh yeah, he is. He was real funny.
He's one of the great comedians.
Yeah, I mean, he was going to buy lunch today too.
Man, Punch ready to cook.
Well, he got to wait till he gets well. You don't want him coughing over the food.
Yeah.
Well, he could have cashed out the money though.
Yep.
They wouldn't. Punch wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, Punch.
But yeah, Mr. Trump needs to beat it.
Yes, he does. And we're going to get into that later on after your segment, Hooch.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet?
Music moments, baby.
Oh, yeah. Man, I forget. Let's go with it. Music moment. We are now doing people from the state of Alabama.
That's right.
And what better way to start than the king? Nat King, that is.
Dig it.
Nat King Cole. Nat King Cole, born in Montgomery, Alabama, right here in the capital city, on March 17, 1919. That's his birthday. His real name is Nathaniel Adams Cole. That's his birthday. Nathaniel Adams Cole. He started out when he was 4 years old, playing the organ in his church in Chicago. His mother taught him how to play the organ. When they were 3 years old, when he was 3 years old, should I say, his family moved to Chicago from Montgomery, and his father was a pastor of a church there in the Chicago area. So his mother taught him how to play the organ when he was 4 years old. When he was 12 years old, he learned how to play the piano professionally. Learned how to play the piano, and that's when he started his musical journey, playing in church and playing in clubs around the Chicago area. When he was 15 years old, Nat King Cole dropped out of school to pursue his music career professionally at the age of 15. Then he went on to join, he joined a play, because he was not only a musician and singer, he was an actor. He has acted on Broadway. He did that when he was 15 years old on a play. And then he has acted in several TV shows, short films, and he was also a radio show host at the age of 18 years old. He was a radio show host. So he had a show on the radio that started out being 15 minutes long, and then it went into a 30-minute segment where he played live music with his band. that he formed called the King Cole Trio. He named the band King Cole after the
Hope that wasn't his ghost.
No, that wasn't his ghost.
I'm about to leave you in this studio.
After the nursery rhyme, Old King Cole. And that's where he got the name King Cole from. So, of course, Nat is the first 3 letters of his name. Nathaniel. So, between 1944 and 1965, Nat King Cole recorded over 100 songs that hit the pop charts. He had 3 #1 hits and won 2 Grammys. And in that time, he recorded 41 LPs, 41 albums in his time span. Nat King Cole was a charmer. He was a charmer. The white ladies loved Nat King Cole. The white ladies loved the guy. Matter of fact, they loved him so much that it almost got him killed in Birmingham, Alabama there in 55, 54, somewhere like that. He came to Birmingham to do a concert. And while he was in the middle of his show, the Klan broke into the show.
Where's that uppity nigger? Where is he? Slick-headed mother...
And was coming down the aisle to get him, but the police stopped him.
Wow. That was smooth. All those guys was smooth. The Rat Pack, Sammy Davis Jr., you know. They
they were all smooth.
And they all got along with Frank Sinatra. It wasn't a racist situation. He was real cool with all of them.
Frank Sinatra was a big supporter of Nat King Cole and Sammy Davis Jr. and all them cats. Yeah.
Yeah.
He really was. Yeah, Frank...
Talk about Black Lives Movement. He was moving.
Oh, yeah. Frank was a cool dude. Frank was a cool dude. Oh, Blue Eyes himself. He was cool. And during that tussle that happened in Birmingham, he fell off his piano stool and hurt his back. And he had back problems all the way until he died.
Oh, that's not how he hurt his back.
Whatever.
Don't you believe that?
Whatever. Nat King Cole, he has 5 children, so that may be how he hurt his back.
In overtime.
Of course, his most famous child is his oldest child, Natalie Cole, which was born in 1950 in Los Angeles, California. Nat King Cole, as I said, he recorded over 100 songs that hit the charts, over 41 albums, and he has some very famous songs, like the one you hear in the background now, which is the Christmas song.
Yeah, the one I wrote.
One of my favorites called Rambling Road. Like that song, Rambling Road. Mona Lisa, he had that one. Mona Lisa, Mona
I like the other one
Lisa.
too. Love is for the way you look at me.
Well, yeah, he had that one.
That's pretty cool too.
He also had a song called Get Your Kicks on Route 66.
Yeah, you know what that means.
Yeah, he had that song.
Yeah, that's probably why they don't kill it.
And then his song Unforgettable. Unforgettable was released twice. It was released in 1951 when he recorded it first time, and then after his death in 1991, some 40 years later, that his daughter Natalie released it again. She did a whole album with her father, really, and how she did it was through technology. They took his recording and blended in with hers and made it sound like a duet.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then the song went to #1. That was one of his #1 songs, Unforgettable. It was #1 with his daughter, and it was #1 with him from the original. Nat King Cole unfortunately died in 1965 from lung cancer at the young age of 45. That's how old he was when he died. He died on February the 15th, 1965 in Los Angeles, California. So that's the story of a music legend, Mr. Nat King Cole from Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, his house is still here too. Gotta mention.
Yes, his house isn't it on the campus of ASU?
I think so.
Alabama State? Yeah. Right there on Jackson Street, I believe.
I used to rehearse in his house.
Really?
Yeah, we had a rehearsal there at his house.
Oh, man. That's
Pretty
cool,
cool.
man. It's a museum now, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm sniffing. I hope I'm not catching anything from you.
I don't have anything, brother.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
Whatever.
Well, here we go.
Here we go. My favorite segment.
Things you should never do.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this really, really, really quick because I want to get into this thing with Trump. Things you should never do. You should never enter the doctor's office. And before you enter the doctor's office, had a couple of beers. Maybe 6 or 12. Because they're going to ask you for urine and you don't want to overflow. Hey, I need another cup.
Well,
Da-da-da-da-da.
now, sometimes you got to be drunk to go to the doctor. For real.
But you know how they give you that cup? You might need another one and another one because, overflow. Yeah.
You gotta be drunk to go to the doctor, man. They start poking you and sticking you in places.
This segment really is dedicated to drunkers, people.
All right, what's the next thing?
Number 2, never enter a department store drunk.
Why not?
Because you might see a woman and you want her phone number. You never ask her for a number in front of anybody. Because she might say no. And then too, but then too, the woman you could be talking to is a mannequin. Yo, drunk ass, you need to go home and sober up.
God, why are you standing there? You hear me?
I know she got a nice figure and everything, but she's not real, bro. You just toe up. And number 3, things you should never do. You should never get drunk before entering a club because you're just going to drink more. And you could, because this is true story.
Man, they will hype you up though. You already gonna have a drink now before you get there.
But guess what? You're sitting at the table. Some clubs have a wall, like a mirror, like a wall. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, you just like me. No, you just like me. I was like, oh shit, talking to myself. I'm really toe up. So never get that drunk before entering.
That's right, never.
Number 4.
What else?
Number 4. You should always think before you open your mouth, because some people probably think you just drunk all the time. The reason why I say that, you should never not want to go to an AA meeting after crashing into the police station.
Never.
Should never do that.
Never do that.
I'm going to say the last one for next week.
You can say the last one for next week?
That's right.
All right, then. Thank you, Hooch. For things you should never do.
Speaking of that, have you ever got so toasted? You ever got drunk, twisted? Don't answer that.
I'll answer that. I mean, I have gotten now, in all of my years of, social drinking and whatever, started back when I was in my 20s. I have only really gotten drunk twice.
I'm going to tell you.
In all of those years. I mean, drunk. Only twice.
Look, I got so drunk. My best friend had to carry me in the house. I had to lean on him. You know what? I got so twisted one time. They just left me in the car while they was in the club. I didn't see the club. I just stayed in the parking lot. I just threw up a deuce like, hey, you guys got it.
Well, yeah, I have only been drunk like that twice to where, that I threw up and stuff like that. So only twice in my lifetime.
Yeah, there's another time. I was going to save it for next week, but I might as well go ahead and never mind, I'll save it for next week. But it was after high school After I graduated high school, when you say all no to a woman all night, I'll save it for next week.
Yeah,
I just give you a little bit now.
You do that.
But don't forget to subscribe when you're coming on in the room.
That's right. Do that.
Subscribe.
Subscribe and subscribe again.
Share, and share alike.
Go back out and subscribe some more if you could.
Yeah, make sure you push
can
this button.
Subscribe once, but you know,
share
hit
it on
the
your
like
Facebook.
button every time that you come in, though. Hit that like button every time. Thumbs up. Hit it. Don't quit it, and hit it again.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah. What now? Let's get into the subject that I want to get into.
Yeah, you're really passionate about this because you're a political guy.
Especially when you told me something, Hooch. You told me something about what the pro football player, Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah. What is his name? Smith, right?
Yeah, Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
Everybody in sports and football know who Emmitt Smith is.
And Hershey Walker.
Yeah. We're going to get to Hershey too, but right now, Emmitt. Everybody know who Emmitt Smith is. He played for the University of Florida. His hometown is Pensacola, Florida. That's his hometown. He came out of Pensacola, played for the University of Florida there in Gainesville. Became a big football player in the Southeastern Conference. This was back in the 80s. Then he went on and had his pro career with the Dallas Cowboys. That's the only team he ever played for, was the Dallas Cowboys. And he played for them for several years. Well, they star running back for several years. And what you say, Emmitt said again?
Well, he made a statement. You know, he said that he was a Democrat for several years, but he supports Donald Trump, and he said he's really disgusted on how Donald Trump is portrayed as a racist. And hold your text, Deacon. And he also said that I knew you were ready to go in. This is your thing. I'm going to sit back and watch you do your thing.
That's right. Come on.
He also said that Kamala Harris was responsible for putting black men in prison. Okay, your time. Go ahead. Here we go.
Now let me comment on.
And as the producer of the show, you can say it however you like.
Well, thank you very much.
Dig it.
Let me comment on those two comments that Emmitt Smith made, Mr. Smith made. All right. He said Donald Trump was not a racist. And because he would say that because Donald Trump haven't been a racist toward him. And the only reason that Donald Trump haven't been a racist toward him, because Donald Trump only see one color, which is green. Emmitt Smith got money.
Right.
Emmitt Smith got money. He's made money. All of them years he was in pro football and all of those endorsements he made. But as Emmitt Smith was just a poor black Negro from Pensacola, Florida.
Or middle class, really.
Well, yeah, that too. If he was that, Donald Trump wouldn't give him the time of day and would look at him as he look at other black people as a nuisance. Donald Trump, in my opinion, is a bigot. A bigot.
Okay.
One of the biggest.
I'm going to ask you this. Shouldn't your opinion be backed up by facts? What facts do you have that he's a bigot?
All right. What facts I have? All of Donald Trump laws that he tried to implement as president, they affect people of color. Case in point, the DACA program that he's trying to dismantle. Everybody knows that the DACA program is for immigrants. It's for immigrant children. That if you are born in the United States, you automatically become a United States citizen. All right, Donald Trump is trying to say that if you are born to immigrant parents, you still won't be a U.S. citizen. And we all know most immigrants are people of color. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's correct, sir.
Well, thank you. All right, here's another one. that damn wall on the border of Mexico and the United States. The last time I saw a Mexican, he was brown.
That's right.
He was a person of color.
Go in, Awesome Al. Go in.
Okay. And then one time when he made this comment about shithole countries. When he said that about shithole countries, those countries that he said were shitholes were countries populated with people of color.
Like Haiti, right?
Haiti and all the rest of the shithole countries. I mean,
did you curse?
Haiti, Panama, all of them countries down there in South and Central America. Those were shithole countries to him. Those countries have people of color in them. All of them. All of them.
Who made them shitholes?
I don't know who made them shitholes. Nobody made them shitholes. They're not shithole countries. He called them that. And the reason he called them that, from my point of view, the reason he called them that, because they had most of the people of color in there.
Isn't that like a scar of slavery when our people that are wealthy, they want to come around wealthy Europeans and they want that acceptance. They want that pat on the head, you know. So they're confused with just because they have money and you accept it, they think they, you know.
Money talk.
They like them or something. You know?
Money talk.
I mean, I think Michael Jackson was good friends with Donald Trump.
Like I said, money talk.
You know.
But Michael didn't consider himself blacker than both.
You are not disrespecting King Pop on this platform.
Sorry, Michael. But
well, what do you say to because he had pardoned some black people too?
That was only because of pressure he felt from Kim Kardashian's organization. If Kim Kardashian didn't bring those people to his attention, Donald Trump wouldn't have pardoned nobody.
Did Barack pardon anyone?
I can't remember if he did.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say anything.
I'm not saying. I can't remember if he did or didn't. So I'm not going to say yes, and I'm not going to say no.
Okay.
Because really, I don't remember if he did or didn't.
Well, say yes to that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the show. Make sure you do that when you come on in. This is a great topic. This is Dump Trump Part 2. Beat it.
And now,
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Smith made a statement that she.
That's right. He made a statement that she only locked up black men there in the state of California when she was a prosecutor and when she was state attorney general. All right, I'm going to tell you this. Now, if your case gets to the attorney general of that state, that means that you have went through all of your local prosecutors and they have turned it over to the state. Why they turn it over to the state? Because your crime, even though it might not been violent, you have committed it over and over again. Now, the 3-strike law was put into place. It's the 3-strike law says if you are committed 3 times of a crime, it don't matter if it's non-violent or violent, you must serve time. Okay? Now, if the people in the state of California who committed these crimes and broke the 3-strike law, if they were black, those are the only people she had to work with. Now, did they say that they pulled her record and say, okay, white men who committed the same crime, she let them off? Did they pull the record and saw that?
Sounds like she's just doing her job.
That's what it sounds like to me as well.
And from my understanding too, when I was speaking with you, that Bill Clinton put that into play.
Yeah, Bill Clinton was the president who brought the three-strike law into existence, and
so she didn't do anything.
And
so who you
no,
need to?
she didn't.
So
all the thing she was doing is following the law in her job.
So is it safe to say that Emmett Till, speaking without doing proper
Emmett
research,
Smith,
Emmett Smith? I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Emmett Till. God, oh wow, but he's speaking without knowledge, and you gotta do research thoroughly.
Now he could be speaking without knowledge if he had researched it. He didn't mention it. Now the only thing that he see is what some people that I know saw. They only saw the rate of convictions that Kamala Harris did when she was Attorney General and a prosecutor out in California.
So she was just doing her job. There's a lot of carjacking in L.A., you know what I'm saying? A lot of stick-up kids, right. A lot of gang violence.
It's a lot of stuff going on in L.A. I mean, and then also, if you're out there dealing drugs and stuff, yeah, that's non-violent some of the time. I ain't gonna say all the time.
So maybe they just get tired of the state of, California, get tired of these reoffenders.
That's right. That's what they are. They are re-offenders. They come back time after time. Now, let me say this about the three-strike law.
So, Emmett Smith, you need to beat it.
You need to beat it, Emmett Smith. Take Trump with you. Okay, but let me say this about the three-strike law. People were hollering when Bill Clinton was president. They were hollering about crime in America, crime in America, crime in America. Mostly black people hollering, crime in America, crime in America. Okay? The man created a law and he had it passed through Congress. I think the law was written really by our future president, Joe Biden. And I think he's the one drafted that three-strike law into existence. If I'm not mistaken. Now, don't quote me on that, but I believe he did. Now, the three-strike law was put into place to curb crime because they thought if a person knew that if they got 3 strikes against them that they were going to jail, that they wouldn't commit crimes and get that 3rd strike.
I was wondering about that. It makes sense to me. I mean, you got so much crime in one area. What do you do? So you have to try something.
That's right. You got to try something. And now people are hollering, well, Joe Biden supported the 3-strike bill and 3-strike law. Bill Clinton put that into law, and locking up the black men, and the black men commit the crime.
Right, they just act like he's just locking up people for no reason.
That's right. The way they sound like Kamala Harris just went and got black men off the street and throw them in jail and say, well, you need to serve time.
Yeah, she didn't
build up my record.
She didn't create the law.
No, she didn't.
So
she just was following the law.
So I think they just grasping for straws at this point because they know they are out of there. Everybody got to beat it.
Yes, the Republicans are grasping for straws because, look, I heard Donald Trump's speech and I heard all the other people spoke at.
You did?
Yeah, I heard his speech.
Was it 3rd grade or was it college?
He was up to par.
Okay, 4th grade. All right.
He was he was up to par, but all Donald Trump did was talk about what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did in the past. He didn't mention nothing of what he wants to do in the future. Why? He don't have a plan. And when you don't have a plan, the only thing you can do is attack your opponent. of their past.
What he should be doing, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it, the country needs to be stimulated. We are in a pandemic. If he knows what that means, he needs to look that up.
The country's not going to be stimulated at all until the Senate come back off of their break.
Yeah, those.
Which will be September the 8th when they come back off of their break. And I hope this time when they talk about a stimulus
another break
check, I hope it be more than $1,200. And if it is only $1,200, it should be for more than just one time.
Because that's what's the Democrats.
Right, the Democrats are trying to get them. Okay, the Democrats say, well, if you won't do $2,000 for 6 months, let's do $1,200 for 6 months.
Do something for months.
They didn't want to do that.
The hell with the Republicans. If you're a Republican,
they didn't want to do that.
Republicans can go to hell.
And they cut the unemployment.
That's coming from Awesome Al.
They cut the unemployment benefits from $600, and they have cut it down with the. They wanted to cut it down to $200.
They just not in tune to real.
No,
people.
they're not in tune to real life.
Right.
And real people who don't have money, especially now since the pandemic has came around and robbed people of their jobs.
I don't care how wealthy I want to be or become. I don't ever want to forget how things are when it comes to people.
And you shouldn't.
I don't want to.
And you shouldn't. Wealth is given to you to share, not to keep to yourself.
Exactly. There's no fun being that way by yourself.
Yeah, not to keep to yourself.
You want your friends to grow just as well as you. You want your surroundings to be like a garden. You want everything to blossom.
But let me say this. Let me say this about helping people. You don't want to be like MC Hammer.
Oh, no, you don't. Never.
He got his wealth and he tried to help all of his homies from his hometown and everything else, but his homies weren't helping themselves.
Right.
They were leeching off of him until they sucked him dry.
It's like C Murder with Master P. And Master P, just made a statement online about
his
brother.
I mean, really, you can't help a man if he want to sleep on the ground.
No.
I mean, Bobby Womack said that in the song Harry Hippie. He said, Harry, how can I help you if you want to sleep on the ground?
And we need to do that a lot in our families. Everybody's not, cool.
No,
we got thugs and villains in our families. We need to just kick them out. They're no good, We've been doing that too long, so it's time to let that go.
That's right. We've been supporting our own family members who have done stuff that they shouldn't do, broken the law.
Because some relationships you can't get in because of the family. Like, hell no, I don't want to be in that family.
That's right. Who want to be in a family like that, man? Come on, for real. Come on. That's why, going back to relationships, you got to get to know somebody before you talk about a relationship with them.
Oh, dig it. Almost definitely.
And that's what we're going to have on our show next week. Are we going to have the part 2 of relationships? We were supposed to have it this week, but due to technical and social things
we'll get it together
that went on, that we couldn't get the show organized. But we're going to try real hard this next week.
Yeah, but it's something you don't have to try hard at. Hit that thumbs up to come on in. share, and share.
Man, I love you.
Facebook,
segue. I love
Twitter,
segue,
Instagram, YouTube.
Hit us up on Twitter at Trew Vision, TREWVIZON. Hit us up in our email box at truevisionradio@gmail.com. Now, I want y'all to hit us up because we're supposed to have a new segment called Ask Me. Nobody isn't asking me anything. That's why I haven't started the segment yet. And how you ask me? Hit us up on Twitter.
Do that.
At Trew Vision.
Yeah.
Go to the email.
Dig it.
TrueVisionRadio@gmail.com.
Spell that.
TREW, V as in Victor, IZ as in Zulu, ON, radio. I'm sure people know how to spell radio. at gmail.com.
Yeah, unless they're drunk. Things you should never do. Listen to True Vision Radio while you're intoxicated.
That's right, because you want to get the full sense of what we say.
Speaking of relationships, how do you think the relationship is with Donald Trump and his significant other?
Man, if you watch Donald Trump and his wife, it's almost like they are, I wouldn't even say friends.
You think she's praying for him to get the coronavirus?
I don't know what she's praying for. But I know what she said in her speech. Was it Tuesday night?
Do tell.
She said this. She said, one thing I can say about Donald, he speaks his mind. Whether people like it or not, he gonna speak it. And that she did tell the truth.
Can you really call it a mind?
Can you?
Can you really call that speaking from your, I don't know.
I mean, really, can you? But if you look at Donald Trump and his wife, when they be in public and stuff, when he won the presidency and they had their first dance, a lot of people said it looked awkward. Like they didn't know how to dance with each other.
Uh-oh.
And then when you see him now, Donald Trump has to reach out for his wife's hand. She just don't give it to him.
Oh, that sounds like someone's not a good lover. You need to attend our show on the 5 elements
of love
in the language.
Then when she kisses him, she don't kiss him on the lips. She kisses him on the jaw.
Oh.
And this is his wife now.
Now I understand why. You're not getting any. That's what it is, brother.
This is his wife.
You mad at the whole world.
The First Lady of the United States not showing affection toward the president.
That's what it is.
Come on, man.
You're not, the home is not taken care of.
That's why he's so damn mean and grunchy and racist. Well, I ain't gonna blame the racism on that.
Wow, I didn't know all of this, Donald.
I'm not gonna blame the racism on him not getting any, but probably the last time Donald Trump got something from that woman is when they had their son.
She probably said never again. Things you should never do.
And their son is 13 years old, 12 or 13.
Wow. I hear you.
Oh, man. But I'm just saying. I'm just for real.
So, listen, the Republicans' convention, it ends today, right?
It ended yesterday.
Ended yesterday. And he spoke every time, right?
He spoke every night, just about every night, yeah.
I didn't catch it, did you?
I caught some of it. I didn't catch all of it, but I caught some of it. I caught when his daughter was speaking and when his son was speaking and all of them, you know. They don't want their father to lose the presidency because if he does, charges is going to come really after the whole family because the whole family been crooked.
You know what? This election is very important. This is a dangerous time that we are in because they are trying everything.
Oh yeah, they are trying everything. Having the Postmaster General to take away mailboxes, dismantle mail sorting machines. Come on now. You want these people to sort the mail by hand, I guess, so it can slow down the votes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start to check brothers and sisters' ID. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they're going to start doing that. Look, I told you, I heard on a radio show that they are closing down like places in black communities, you know, that had several polling places. They want to narrow it down to just one polling place. Why? so long lines can be formed, and people get frustrated and say, "I'm not standing in lines just to vote." They trying to discourage voting in any way they can. They trying to suppress the American voter.
It should be done online with all these mobile devices. It should be really easy to vote, you know?
Yeah, you should vote online, but no, you can't. The only way that you can do it is by going to the poll or doing it through mail.
So, Awesome Al, give me one reason why Donald Trump should beat it, hit the road, get the out.
One reason, I just gave you 10. I just gave you 15 or 20. One reason why Donald Trump should hit the road, because Donald Trump don't care about nobody but Donald Trump. I don't think he care about his wife. He don't look like it.
I know some people would like to handle that, though.
I don't think he care about his children.
He just cares about power.
I mean, really.
Some people get off on that kind of
That's all he care about is power and money.
He sound like he's a very petty guy, you know.
Yes, Donald Trump is like a big kid. He pouts about everything. If people don't like him, he pout about that. If people don't agree with what he say, he call them names.
He has no experience at all. So
no, he didn't.
All this grasping for straws about Kamala and Joe Biden, they got experience in politics, you know.
They do.
So this guy most definitely needs to go.
Now, the best speaker that was at the Republican convention, and he was the best speaker. Why? Because he's been a long-time politician, and that's Vice President Mike Pence. Now, he was the best speaker. Even though he was talking against the Democrats, he was the best speaker there, because Donald Trump don't know how to speak.
Yeah, like, it's bad.
And all of
it's
those.
Very bad. It's good. Very good.
It's tremendous. It's a tremendous thing. I mean, come on, man.
The Obama health care is bad.
I mean, how
is it bad?
Come
it's
on.
Just is.
No, the Obamacare is good because now even though it drove up prices with some insurance carriers, but it had to do that to provide for people who didn't have insurance. So,
look, I was in rehearsal, right?
Because the government will not sponsor, universal health care.
You don't have to explain. The Obama was on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This dude just an idiot. I'm sorry. His mother was standing too close to the microwave when she had this cat. I'm telling you. But this is what I want to say. Mr. Smith, he's not the only one. I was in rehearsal, right? One of my musician friends, you know. We didn't get into it, but I couldn't believe what came out of his mouth. That Donald Trump have done a lot for black people, pushing us to do for ourselves. And I'm like, what the I was like, okay, I won't say nothing because I don't want
Wait a minute.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
Donald Trump has done a lot for black people to push black people to do for themselves.
Are you serious?
Yeah, is it serious?
I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to complete the rehearsal. I didn't want to turn it into
Donald Trump haven't done nothing for black people. That's why we had to push for ourselves.
Like all this going on with the Black Lives Matter and
Black Lives Matter.
That had nothing to do with Donald Trump.
No,
that's police brutality.
No, it did. Donald Trump got involved with Black Lives Matter because when Colin Kaepernick kneel on one knee to protest police shootings back about 2 years ago, Donald Trump took it and said this man was being unpatriotic by protesting the shooting of unarmed black people by a white police officer.
And it's still going on.
And it's still going on today. Now, seems like it's going on more than it did then. Why? Because it's going on more than a damn thing. Because Donald Trump, in a way, have supported these shootings by saying what he said.
Don't be surprised if this comes out later on that he has funded the KKK.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
People with money can do some dangerous things.
I wouldn't be surprised at all, because I believe that he would fund any group that would help him win the election.
Yeah, I'm looking for something else going to come out of this.
Really?
He's not going to stop with the mailbox. It's going to be something else.
This man has gotten away. This man gotten away with an impeachment. They had Donald Trump dead to rights. He was guilty as homemade sin.
You know what? If it was Barack,
oh, his ass would have been gone. I cussed before you did.
you're not even drinking coffee.
No, I'm not. If that was Barack, Barack wouldn't have had no first term and second term.
They would have hung him with the tallest tree and the shortest rope.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But this man got away from impeachment. This man got away from criminal charges. This man got away from everything. Why? Because he talking about drain the swamp. How can you drain the swamp if you keep putting critters back in there?
Yeah, he's one of them.
He's the head gator.
Yeah, with an orange hair.
Excuse me, the head snake.
With an orange toupee.
He's the head snake. Come on,
I
man.
never seen an orange guy before.
Well,
he's a man.
Now.
He's a man of color.
Mr. Cheeto. He ought to be Chester's brother, Chester Cheetah. Aye.
I didn't say that, though.
No, I did. But I'm serious. Donald Trump don't need to be president for 4 more years. We can't afford, as black people, even as America, we can't afford another 4 more years of Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump is literally killing us.
He couldn't be the president of the chess club in high school. It's just terrible leadership.
Yeah, it's terrible leadership. And people, I know some of my black buddies voted for Donald Trump because they told me he's a good businessman. He would get us out of this and get us out of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me talk about this. Donald Trump inherited a growing economy from Barack Obama and Joe Biden. All right, that's what usually happens when one president leaves office and another one comes in. They inherited whatever that president did before. Herbert Hoover didn't cause the Great Depression. He inherited from Calvin Coolidge, which was before him. He just got blamed for it because he was the president at the time. Donald Trump did not make this country better economic-wise. He inherited a growing economy from Barack Obama and Joe Biden. That's why I know Joe Biden can turn this economy around. That's why I believe he could turn this nation around and put it back on the right track, because Joe Biden did it before with Barack Obama, and he could do it again with Kamala Harris.
A 5th grader could turn this country around.
According to, compared to Donald Trump, yes. 5th grader can.
That's an important thing you just said, because Barack and Joe pretty tight. They worked together before.
Yes.
So he would still associate, you know what I'm saying? The association is there.
Yes.
So you're getting information, and I think this is going to be a fantastic administration. I
know it's going to be one. One. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
Well, how soon will we get that money when they get in? That's what I want.
Well, now that's going to be. Now they don't take office until January the 20th.
God damn it.
So now you wait the next year to get a stimulus package that's going to be on a month-to-month basis.
You know what we need to do? We need to ride Donald Trump's hotels, you know. I need to get my money one way or the other.
What you going to take out there? The white pictures?
I don't give a damn. I'll take the silverware, the punch bowl, office chairs. I got to get some money.
You know, they already got one Negro out of there, R. Kelly.
I so want to touch that, but I don't want to touch that. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Make sure to share, like, and email us at trewvisionradio@gmail.com. At Vision on Twitter.
I just had to get that one.
Not at Vision, at Trew Vision. I'm sorry.
True Vision.
I had to get out of there real quick.
Oh, man. I just had to get that one in there. It was coming. It was coming. But
that's what got him in trouble, coming.
I caught that, Hooch. Thank you. But those people who were at the Republican convention, those black and Hispanic people, they were token. There was token people put up there.
I was about to say that. Thank you for saying that.
They were put up there.
Emmett Smith.
They were bought. Now, Emmett Smith wasn't bought by Donald Trump.
But he's still a token.
You know, and Herschel Walker wasn't bought.
He's still
by
a token,
Donald Trump.
too.
Yes. Yes. These are just token people that Donald Trump campaign manager put up there.
Yeah, we can get a couple of niggers, the rich niggers that do the job,
okay,
Donald.
He's not racist because, you know, Emmett Smith said he's not. Herschel Walker said he's not.
Herschel Walker said,
well, Donald Trump been my friend for 40 years, and he's not racist.
Herschel, in all them 40 years, you had money, bro. If you were just that black Negro from Georgia with no money, Donald Trump wouldn't care about you.
Because he wants the endorsements from you.
Oh, yeah.
People
That's
like that.
it. If you were that stuttering black Negro from Georgia running through the Georgia woods, that's good. But if you were that person, Donald Trump wouldn't give a damn about you. He'll see you as another Negro. That's all he would have saw you. But since you had money for playing all them years in football and stuff like that, that's when Donald Trump paid attention to you. Okay? Now, don't be telling me he ain't racist. No, he ain't racist when it comes down to the color green. I wouldn't be racist either. Come on. I mean, you know, I'm tired of these people. Judge Joe Brown.
Oh, God.
Yo.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Yo. Woo.
Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor, my brother. Good brother. We don't...
Boy. Don't make me say nothing about Tommy.
We love Tommy Sotomayor at
You
Trew
love
Vision Radio.
Tommy Sotomayor.
Just
Don't
because
say
he
we.
voted for Trump
Don't
doesn't
say-
make him a bad guy.
But he want to do it again.
No, I don't think he does.
I think he does.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Someone asked Tommy, would he vote for Donald Trump again? And he hesitated. And I like, thank you. But
Look. That was just a hesitation.
I think Tommy's gonna do the right
But from
thing.
what I heard,
Tommy
I heard that interview he did with Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah, Joe is not a loss for
Nah.
words.
Nah.
I was shocked that he.
Now Joe, I think Joe getting senile. I think attention to mention coming to Joe. I really do. You know, he old. I believe he done tried too many cases.
He's retired now, right?
Yeah, he's a retired judge now.
But I think, check this out. This is not. We're gonna get back to Joe, but I think Kamala Harris has like stolen the thunder a little bit from Joe Biden, because the title now is like the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration. I never heard that before. Usually it's just whoever's running for president. That's who administration it is. You know.
Well, the reason Joe Biden chose,
And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but it's
no, that's a good thing because you know it would get more young people involved. Young
that says a lot about
young
her.
women
Yeah.
young black women, young black men. You know, it will get them involved in the voting process.
Yeah, I'm involved. I'm really involved.
So, you know, it'll get them involved. Joe Biden chose Senator Harris as his running mate because he knew that he would get the votes of the young blacks and the young, people of color. Young people of color. Because that's who now will control politics, are the people of color, the young people of color. Those are the ones that got to, pick up the torch that the elders have laid down. So, like right now, supposedly in Washington, D.C., they having that march sponsored by Al Sharpton. This march is a 57-year anniversary march, because the first one happened in 1963 on Washington, that Martin Luther King and the late Senator John Lewis, they formed. Late Congressman, I'm sorry, John Lewis formed. And that march did some good because it made a motion to the John F. Kennedy administration to pass the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Now, John F. Kennedy was not alive when that was signed into law, because somebody killed him in November of 1963. But the Civil Rights Act came into law under Lyndon Baines Johnson in 1964, and it was because of the pressure that was put on the administration by the March on Washington back in 1963, when Dr. King did his speech, "I Have a Dream." So now, with this new march, which is entitled "Get Your Knee Off of My Neck," and we know why that is entitled that.
Right. I just saw a little bit of that today with George Floyd, his sister speaking.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Sometimes our people could be the worst. They, talking about allegedly that could have been staged. Something wrong with us.
How can you stage a murder?
Something is wrong with it. It's like,
real. That was a murder. That was a flat out murder. Allegedly, that could have been staged.
Just because you see something on social media live, that doesn't mean that it's fake.
That's right. George Floyd is dead. Dead, buried in a cemetery in Houston, Texas.
Like somebody filmed
right next to his mother.
Somebody filmed you having sex with your wife and posted it. Was that fake?
I don't know. Never mind. I was gonna say that. I'm not gonna mention that name. But anyway.
So what would you think he would pull next?
Who knows what this man will pull next? I saw a news story where Donald Trump was sitting in the Oval Office, and this reporter asked him a question, and Donald Trump said, and I heard this with my own lips, he said, "You don't know what I can do. You have no idea.
We know what you're not doing."
That's right. We know what you're not doing. You're not taking care of the country that you were stole the election to take care of.
To me, it's common sense. I know that's out with some people, but the country, it goes back to money. People need money, so you have to take care of the people first. That's the first thing.
You got to take care of your citizens. You, the president of the United States, not just for a certain population of people. You are the president for all people, no matter what color they are.
Maybe he's not a racist. You ever thought about that?
Well, what is he?
He's not from this planet.
A jackass?
Well, that's for certain. Could be. I don't know. He seems like that.
Come on, man. What is he? People say, well, he's not a racist. Well, what is he? What is he? A man who can only put sanctions on countries of color. A man that could want to build a wall to keep out people of color from south of the border.
What happened to that wall?
Hell, it's still being trying to be built. They got little portions of it up.
You need to take care of
That's
this
it.
pandemic first, brother.
That's right. You need to take care of this pandemic. All of the things that Donald Trump said in his speech back in 2016 when he stole the election with the help of the Russians, which has been proven, by the way. This is not just my theory. This has been proven that the Russians meddled in the election and got Donald Trump elected. It's been proven. So this is not something that Awesome Al is saying. This is something that has been proven. This is factual. I'm not saying that to blame Donald Trump because that's the way I feel about it. I'm saying that because it's true. He stole the elections with the help of the Russians. Case closed. But look, if you're not racist, how come you want to kill everything that helps people of color?
It's just like somebody peeing down my back telling me it's rain.
Say what?
Just like somebody peeing on my back telling me it's rain.
Mm.
You know?
Rain ain't green.
Right. Just because it's wet.
Yellow.
You're right. Right.
I'm just saying, if you're not a racist, why are you trying to kill everything that helps people of color? You building that wall, why? To stop people of color from Mexico coming across the border.
But he making us independent.
Oh, yeah, whatever. You can make up any
I'm playing
excuse.
devil's advocate right now.
You know, excuses are just like butts. Everybody got one.
Okay, that's not what you really want to say, but I hear you. I hear you. You want me to say it? I'll say it.
We had to cut down on the swearing, remember?
Who told us that?
I don't know. One of your friends.
They need to donate.
Yes, they do. Speaking of donation, hit that Trew. I'm going to do like you now. Hit that Trew Bucks. Cash App. TREWBUCKS.
It's capital T, right?
Yeah, capital T for Trew Bucks. And hit it.
Now you segue in now.
And yeah.
Segue in.
Now, you usually segue, you know. But as I said, Donald Trump
needs to be dumped.
Yes, he needs to be dumped for
in
real.
Any Trump.
And he needs to beat it.
Trump.
I mean, he needs to beat it. If he can leave the White House today, he should.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, it would.
It's like an early vacation.
But
you're out of there anyway in November.
You know, Donald Trump has tried. He's trying to get the presidential terms extended because he think he's gonna be elected all those terms. He said at the convention, he said that I would like to be your president for 12 years. I said, oh, hell no.
We really didn't want you for 12 days.
That's right. 12 months.
No, don't want you. 12
you
hours.
You should have been gone the first year, dum-dum.
Yeah.
I mean, really. I mean, come on. If Donald Trump is not a racist, why is he trying to kill everything that support people of color? I mean, when he put them sanctions on the traveling ban, you know, when the pandemic started, first he started with countries with people of color. Come on. Really? He's not a racist? If Donald Trump is not a racist, I'm not blind.
Well, that you are, and well, I guess he is.
I mean, seriously.
Sounds like we're gonna have to do a part 3 to.
It sound like it. But yeah. All right, 67 days left.
We're counting them down, and we're gonna
67
celebrate.
days left. Go to whenweallvote.org. Register to vote if you haven't registered.
The champagne is on ice.
Yes, it is. Go to vote411.org if you haven't registered, and get registered. Get your ballot if you're going to vote early, if you're going to do it by mail.
And shout out to H2O Band for tour dates and more. Log on to OOAction.com. That's DOUBLEO action.com. Dig it.
Thank you for that shameless plug.
Well, here's another one. We have a very exciting music moment. I'm going to let you explain that because it is your segment.
Yes, next week on our music moment
And I had
segment,
nothing to do with it.
It's going to be more than a music moment segment. I'm going to do a whole show featuring, drum roll please, we're going to showcase our own producer and co-host, Hooch.
Thank you very much.
Because Hooch is an artist from Alabama. Since we are spotlighting artists from Alabama, Hooch is an artist from Alabama that, hasn't been spotlighted really like he should have been spotlighted. But we're going to show him some love and give him some props next week. The whole show is going to be just me and Hooch having a candid conversation.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to be playing some of his songs.
Uh-oh.
Bits and pieces of some of his songs.
Dig it.
And we're going to see how y'all really enjoy Hooch.
And I didn't. This is for haters.
No, Hooch did not. Hooch did not ask me to do this segment, but
you and a friend.
I did it.
You and a friend.
Yes, me and a friend.
Yeah.
Suggested it to be done. Well, a friend suggested it to me, and I said, "Hey, yeah, that's cool." Hooch is from Alabama. And he's an artist.
And I'm also legally blind.
Right. He's also...
That means I'm not
visual.
blind. So
no, you're not blind. We should have thrown you in that segment that we had earlier.
Yeah, could have, yeah.
But no.
I'm like between.
Right.
Kind of in between.
Right. You are between. You are visually impaired, legally blind, and you from Alabama. Since we're doing artists in Alabama, next week, it's your time to shine, Hooch. It's your time to shine.
We'll dig it, and I will do just that. I will shine.
That's right, guys. We're going to put together a show that's going to be informational for those who didn't know about Hooch. You will now.
Oh, yeah. I've done some things. Yeah.
And for those who do know about Hooch, you're going to be reacquainted.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to do Hooch on next week. True Vision.
I'm more than just a professional drama.
Yes. Hooch will surprise you on some of the things he has done. He surprised me, and I'm his co-host. but tune in next week for that. It's not only going to be a music moment, it's going to be an entire show dedicated to Hooch.
Dig it. And I had nothing to do with it.
No, you didn't have nothing to do with it. So don't say Hooch just want to get all the
I'm not like that. I really am.
Hooch want to get all the recognition. No, Hooch did not have anything to do with it. This came from me.
That's right.
This came from me. So, love it.
And our views are growing. The last show is at 70 today, and Dump Trump Part 1 is at 94. So we trying to get 194 on this one.
Oh yeah, come on.
Go back to the old shows, check them out, see how far we.
That's right.
Progress.
Go back to the old shows by going to YouTube and typing in the search bar, Trew Vision Radio.
That's right. Or you can log on to also OOAction.com. You can check the link out there.
That's right, OOAction.com. And as soon as we get our Facebook page up, you can go to Facebook and listen to the shows. We just have some technical difficulties with Facebook, but we hope to straighten those out very soon.
Yeah, they're hating on us.
Yeah. But anyway, Hooch, that's going to wrap up the show for us today.
Yeah.
It's been nice, been fun.
Yeah, it's so nice we had to do it twice.
Yeah, I had to do it twice.
Dump Trump,
we really need to dump Trump, and we really need to vote as our lives depend on it, because basically it really does.
Right. People are dying.
This virus is taking folks out like Mike Tyson did when he started boxing.
Oh yeah, in the first round.
That's right, in the first round. This virus taking folks out. And as I said before, and I'm going to say it again, I believe Trump is responsible for this virus. And I'm going to say that to somebody believe me. Anyway, but thank you for joining us on Trew Vision Radio. It's been fun being here today with Hooch, talking about dumping Trump.
Dig it.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 3 is coming.
Yeah, it's coming because there's going to be some more action before the election.
And it won't be double action.
There's going to be some more action. No, there's going to be Trump action. Hey, speaking of Trump, do you know they got a commercial with a teddy bear of Donald Trump called Trumpy Bear?
All right, that concludes our show. Get the hell out of here.
I'm serious.
We got to go.
$39.95 for a Trumpy Bear.
Well, I'll take it and wipe my behind with it.
But anyway, thank you.
Peace.
Thank you, everybody. We out of here. Remember to vote.
Yeah, turn that puppy on up. Yeah.
We got 67 days. And we out.